Right, that's another fucking...
Alright, welcome to another episode of Retro Video Game Virus, RVGV for short. In this episode we're going to take a look at ROBOCOP The Arcade Game.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
Fuck you!
ROBOCOP.
ROBOCOP. This is one of the best films to have come out of the 80s, and it's not starring Arnold. It's a sci-fi action masterpiece. It's gritty, violent, and just awesome. This had 80s cheesy sci-fi B-movie cheap shit written all over it, and it should have failed, but Paul Verhoeven worked his magic and made it a hit. And when this came out to rent in the UK, my dad got it for us to watch one, I think it was a Thursday or Friday night, family film night, and my mind was blown. I'd never seen anything like it. I can remember seeing the poster when I was in the video shop with my mum and dad, and I thought it was just going to be some cool superhero themed action movie, but nah, it was an ultra violent fucking gore fest. I'd never seen anything like it, and I loved every fucking minute of it. I must have only been about 5 or 6. See, this trailer isn't doing it justice. This film had some of the most horrific and graphic fucking violence for the time that I'd ever seen. Look. Boom. When I was a kid, my brother fucking shot me with his new pellet gun and it stung like fuck, and I cried. Poor cunt. Walk it off. I think a Strepsil will sort that sore throat. And one of the most famous or infamous scenes of the whole film. Here comes the money shot. Brilliant. Yeah, ROBOCOP doesn't fuck about. In the scenes when he's just going about on the beat, if he sees you committing a crime, he won't hesitate to fuck you up. Like blasting the dick of rapists. And underneath all that hardcore violence, the film has some genuinely funny satire and social commentary ripping the piss out of corporate America and just the state America was in at the time, and not much has changed. I'd say it's worse. But after the film came out and it was a major success, then came The Arcade Game. And who got the rights to make this? Surprisingly, it wasn't Capcom or Konami. It was... Yeah, Data East or Data East were huge in the 80s and early 90s. They were up there with Capcom and Konami. They made some of the most classic and best arcade games of all time, such as this, Caveman Ninja, which is a fun, cartoony and colourful game. Dragon Ninja, where you go about just beating up fucking smackheads dressed as ninjas. Sly Spy Secret Agent, which is pretty much just James Bond the arcade game. Midnight Resistance. I'm no keen on this version. Karnov, where you play as this bald fat cunt in red joggy bottoms. And my personal favourite Data East game, or Data East, Night Slashers, and not just my favourite Data East game, but one of my favourite arcade games of all time. But when RoboCop came out in the arcades in 1988, it was a hit. I mean, it's just pure 2D side-scrolling arcade action. That's all you could really do with making an arcade RoboCop game. Just have him making his way through one level to the next, blasting as many fucking smack heads as you can. It does follow the plot of the film. I mean, if you've seen the film, you know what the storyline is. But the very first time I ever saw the RoboCop arcade machine, or even played it, was probably 1989 or 1990 at the indoor market in Kirkcaldy. Yeah, as I said in a previous video, my gran and grandad used to take me and my brother through to Kirkcaldy every now and again on a Sunday for just a change of scenery, and they'd always let us go into the indoor market because I had a fucking amazing bit for arcade machines. Oh, it was amazing. I miss it to bits. It's just all fucking shitey puggies and bandits now. A sign of the times. Arcades are dead. But who got the honours to bring this game to the home consoles that year? It was none other than the British independent gaming giants, Ocean. Based in Manchester, Ocean had the monopoly on making all the home conversions of most of all the major arcade games and films at the time. A lot of the conversions weren't just great conversions, but were some of the best games that ever come out on the 8-bit home consoles. Some of my favourite games ever on the Commodore 64 were made by Ocean, such as Batman the movie. This game was huge when it came out because of the film. Batman the Caped Crusader. This game was hard as fuck because of all the puzzle solving. Midnight Resistance, which is in my opinion way better than the Mega Drive version. Whizball. This is a mad mental trippy game. Fucking loved it to bits. Head Over Heels. Oh, just look at that face. I always felt like a pure cunt whenever I got him killed. Target Renegade, where you play as Rambo going about beating up scum with a baseball bat. Very fun. And Nightbreed. This game was hard as fuck, I could never finish it. Oofed, right in the Costa del Sols. But here's all the 8-bit console ports. This is the Specky version in all its monochrome glory. And this is the Amstrad version. Nice and colourful. This is the Commodore Amiga version. There's an Atari ST version, but it's just pretty much the same as this, but with shitier music. The NES version, I was never keen on this version. To me it just oozed Nintendo Entertainment System. And the Game Boy version. I couldn't fucking take to the Game Boy. 1, I hated the colour scheme, the shades of green, and 2, I just wasn't a handheld gamer. When the Game Boy first came out, I jumped on the bandwagon because it was new, but after a while I was like, nah, fuck this, I'd rather play games on a home console, on a telly. But this is actually a no bad version of RoboCop. But check this, the Game Boy version of the theme was used in an advert. I think it was like 1990 or 1991, maybe 1992, I can't remember very well, but I was just sitting there watching telly one night with mum and dad and an advert came on and I was like, is that the fucking tune for RoboCop? It was? Huh. And then jumping forward to 2013, I just sat and got settled to watch the newest episode of Charlie Brooker's How Video Games Change the World, and he used it as the opening theme tune. When I heard it, it got me all emotional, because it took me right back to the days of gaming on the Commodore 64, back to the days of my childhood and innocence, the good old days, the best gaming retro days, the Commodore 64 days, the Commodore 64 days.
In fact, we'll show you nothing less than how video games changed the world, because that's the title, so we have to.
And here is the Commodore 64 version. This is the version I had and played the shit off as a kid. It's actually good to look at, but it fucking doesn't play worth a shit. The controls are fucked. Just try to shoot some cunt directly above you in a window is a fucking pain in the arse today. 9 times out of 10 it just doesn't work. And you can't beat this game. They released this game unfinished. The makers had a deadline to have the game on store shelves by that they couldn't make, so they made the 4th level impossible to beat by deliberately not giving the level enough time. They must have thought no one would even make it this far anyway, so fuck it. See, nowadays when they make a game half-assed and half-finished, they just fucking bring out an update or a patch not long after its release, but back then, that was it. You got what you were given. But one of the great things I can say about this game is the fucking music. Listen. Even when I just think of the RoboCop films, this is the theme that plays in my head, not the actual theme from the first film by Basil Polderis. But when I was a kid, I fucking loved this game, and I still have a severe soft spot for it. The nostalgic memories outweighs all the bad shit about this game. Right. So that was a wee look at all the RoboCop games that come out on all the old consoles back in the day. The Commodore, the Speccy, the Amstrad, the NES, the Amiga, the Game Boy. To be honest, a lot of them were just fucking pish, but nobody cared back then. And they're all still seen in high regard to this day due to the nostalgia factor, which RoboCop? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Freeze. This is a must.
Look, there's no fucking drugs here. There's a fucking block of flats over there. There's 4 fucking junkies. Go and bust them.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
Look, all I've got here's fucking night owl. You gonna fucking do me for that? Fuck's sake, man.
Your move, creep.
Look, right. Let's just fucking talk about this, You're actually a lot fucking smaller than I thought you would be. Look, I'm just about to play your own arcade game. You want to come in and watch?
You betcha. Something I'd rather do.
Okay, now we're going to play a bit of the RoboCop arcade game. And as you saw, I've got a special guest here with me tonight. It's none other than RoboCop himself. Say hello, Robo.
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Yeah, that's right, we're going to be serving the public trust and protecting the innocent. Right, let's go. Pew pew, punching fuck out scum. I wonder how much coke these guys are on thinking they can just run head on at RoboCop. Look at his walk animation with his arms jutted out like he's carrying 2 carpets. There's a fanny from my work that walks about just like that. He thinks he's hard as fuck, but he's just a fucking dick. But anyway. I wish this game was bloody. Like in the film when somebody gets shot, just huge amounts of blood spray at them. In this he could have had that, or even just made them explode into big clouds of blood. But this game came out a couple of years before Mortal Kombat, so I still think extreme violence and graphic gore in video games was taboo. Oh, I've got this fucking shit gun. I hate it. It doesn't sound powerful or brutal like his default pistol. It sounds the closest as it is to in the film. It's great. But yeah, fucking this game's great. I love the RoboCop sprite. You can tell from a distance that that's RoboCop. This game is fucking sadistically hard. Look how much health comes off you when you get hit. I'm trying to dodge these bullets with all my fucking very being. Boss, Ed 209. Enforcement droid. Oh, that's amazing. Look at the sprite for him. He's actually pretty easy, you just keep jumping, avoiding. He shoots diagonally, so it's easy. Oh, I'm back to my default gun. And he starts to greet like a wee bairn as he does in the film when he falls down the stairs and can't get back up. And that's it.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night. Yeah, they use actual sound bites from the films. Great. Right, stage 2. Let's go. See what I mean about the film music? You'll recognise that from the film. Oh, pity you couldn't shoot the hostage. I can't hit this cunt. Oh, but I can hit him. Take that, you cunt. Boom, boom, take that, junkies. Fuck, Leatherface. Oh, what? Fuck off! Fuck that, I'm going again. Right, let's go. Haha, I'm back, you pricks. Take that, you fucking junkie scum. Right, fuck yous and all. What's this? Ooh, very powerful. Aye, fuck you, you fucking chainsaw wielding wank. Oh, fucking, come on, come on. Ha! Oh, listen to that bit of the music. Right out the film when he's in the car chase at the end. Very adrenaline fueled. Boom, take that. Boom. Yeah, the difficulty in this game gets fucking insane as levels go on. This was a true arcade coin guzzler. The way arcades were designed back then to like fucking leave you skint. I can remember when I was a bairn spending a fucking tenner on this arcade machine in what felt like fucking 10 minutes. They deliberately made them this hard. These chainsaw pricks are nippy bastards, fuck off. What's this? That's the best the programmers of this game could come up with to make this a boss. A fucking smackhead van. Easy as fuck. Wasn't even a challenge. Try to make a run for it at the back. Oh fucking ah! Fucking cheap shotting bastard. Alright, fuck it, that's it, I'll just call it the day there. And that'll be that. That's my look at the ROBOCOP arcade game and all the home console ports that come out back in the day. There's still a load of ROBOCOP games out there. For example, there's a shit hot arcade version of the second film that come out. That got the home console port treatment as well, but the home console games resemble nothing in the arcade game. To be honest, they're pretty shit. There's a bunch of games off the third film. They're actually no bad. It's one of the rare cases where the game's better than the film. That couldn't have been to that because ROBOCOP 3 was a fucking embarrassment. But there was a shit hot ROBOCOP vs Terminator game that came out. That's very good, very fun Mega Drive game. It's dark, gritty and bloody. It pure captures the vibe of the first ROBOCOP and Terminator film, so yeah, highly recommend. If you've never played this, I highly recommend hunting this out and giving it a bash. So yeah. So Robo, how did it feel seeing yourself in a game?
I'm touched.
So what are you going to do with yourself now?
I have to go. Somewhere there is a crime happening.
Oh well, cool. Well, I'm glad you popped in for a visit and said hello, so yeah, I'll just say cheerio. Oh, yep, you did. Fucking hell, you're a bit stiff. You need some WD-40. Fuck me. Right, there you go. Alright, there he goes. Cheerio! So anyway, if you like this episode, please like, subscribe and share and all that, and yeah, we'll call it a day there. See yous!